Good morning. I'm Warthog. Today is June 11th, 2026, and I am currently hiking the Oak Canyon Trail at Mission Trails Park. Come along for the ride. This is the old Mission Dam that was used by the San Diego Mission. The trail starts from the trailhead and then goes over the San Diego River over a interesting bridge. This is the bridge that goes over the San Diego River. We'll see how much it's flowing. The trail follows along a path on the north side of the San Diego River, and then we reach the top of this hill, and then we'll turn left and start going up Oak Canyon. Here we have some good examples of a plant called Sacred Datura, or also called Jimson weed. The Native Americans used this as a drug to help see their spirit animal. Or you took it and you died. Could go either way. In the rainy season, Oak Canyon often has a little stream that runs through it. Of course, it's June, so it's all dried up by now. As you can see, Oak Canyon gets its name because there are lots of coastal live oaks. And the City of San Diego Parks Department has put up some of these bridges so when there is water, you don't get wet. This oak tree has made a huge bend in itself. Well, here we have a nice little bridge that crosses the stream when there's water in it. During the rainy season, this is a really nice little waterfall. And here's the view looking up Oak Canyon. You think you're in the wilderness, but you're really surrounded by city. Mission Trails is one of the largest urban parks in the United States. This part of the trail is really rocky, so you have to really watch your step. And of course, I forgot my trekking poles at home, so I'm gonna have to be really careful. This is the trail looking south. It is really rocky. The trail almost doesn't exist. I had to follow the stream bed through part of the portion. Here we have another little bridge, just wishing it had some water underneath it. This is another area in the canyon that in the rainy season gets a nice little waterfall going. Right now there's actually a little bit of water down here. It's kind of a shock for June. And we have another little bridge that wishes it had water underneath it. We have another bridge. Looks like this one was an Eagle Scout project. Here we are at the intersection of the Fortuna Saddle Trail. I've gone to the right before and it gets really steep. It's an old military road. Here we are at another intersection of the Fortuna Saddle Trail. The trail forks up here. I've never done this trail going up to Fortuna Mountain. It is really steep, and since it's about 80 degrees, I don't think I'm going to do it today. I'm going to keep going up to the Oak Canyon Trail, and we're almost to the end. Now we have a nice little section of shade thanks to some very large laurel sumac. It's almost like a little tunnel. It's much appreciated though after being in the sun for a while. Lots of buckwheat flowering this time of year. Well, this section of the hike goes through a bunch of sycamores. So the oaks have given away to sycamores at this point. And we have another little bridge. Well, thus ends the wilderness experience. It's all an illusion. Oak Canyon goes underneath Highway 52, just a little further ahead. And if you keep going, you enter a newly acquired section of Mission Trails Park. And if you keep going past that, you wind up at the Miramar Marine Corps Base, where you don't want to go. Well, I'm almost at the 2-mile mark. And I'm going to go a little further and go underneath the freeway. And a couple years ago, I went up this trail, and it's brutal. Well, here's a sign talking about former Camp Elliott. All of Mission Trails used to be part of a Marine Corps base during World War II. The bees are really liking this buckwheat. This is kind of an old sign. And Mission Trails recently acquired the land north of here. There is no designated trail. It is really pretty. If you keep following the trail, eventually you wind up in Miramar Marine Corps Base. I'm just about under the freeway here, as you can see. Highway 52 is one of the newer freeways in San Diego County. Well, I'm heading back. Just gone 1.99 miles. So total this hike will be around 4. Not bad. It's good exercise.
Time 1 hour 49 minutes 4 seconds. Total distance 2.0 miles. Average pace 54 minutes 31 seconds per mile. Split pace 55 minutes 17 seconds per mile.
Well, you just heard my app tell me how far I've gone. It's a pretty useful little app. Hard to believe there's still a little bit of water in the stream. Just some pools. Well, here we got some chamise that's flowering. And over here we have some Hollywood berry trees. This plant was what Hollywood was named after. Well, we're back in the oak part of Oak Canyon. Have some nice oaks. Also have some really pretty Fremont cottonwood. And here we have some arroyo willow. The arroyo willow is an interesting plant. You can use the bark for cordage, and you can also chew on the bark, and it has an aspirin-like substance that the Native Americans used for pain relief. This is a massive oak tree right next to the trail. A lot of kids like to climb on it. I can see why. This is looking out over the grassland section of Mission Trails Park. It's a really nice example of a laurel sumac. And this is the plant that Laurel Canyon was named after in LA. This is a good example of some poison oak that is actually very pretty this time of year. You just don't want to touch it. And a lot of times poison oak will be mixed in with other plants. In this case, we have a sycamore tree. A lot of times they're mixed in with laurel sumac. Leaflets 3, let it be. Going back over the San Diego River, almost to the car. We have more Sacred Datura growing along the trail. It's a beautiful plant.